Mayfield, the #1 overall pick last season, who set a rookie record with 27 touchdown passes.
180! 50! Real. Hey, alert! Check 50. Real.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
We got this.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is the hit. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit but not go down and fumble the ball.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
To throw is Lott. This goes out right to Doyle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle. 44 yards, and the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. Play fake, Mayfield.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down. Throwing, Mayfield, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And
he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The point after is good. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
Funchess is free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, 71 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Jarvis Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Look, and the Colts come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Hines. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now it's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. A chance for us here to discuss Jarvis Landry. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. On second down, Mayfield again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense? And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Love. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 67 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri now for the point after. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. Breaks through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber.
And he'll get into the end zone.